What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to this achievement slash trophy slash collectibles guide here in Murdered Soul Suspect. Today we will be working through the town hub of Salem. As you can probably already tell, this is going to be a very long video, so get ready for the rambles, basically. We are going to be working our way from the church entrance through the beach area, which we're at right now, and into the main town hub of Salem. So we'll be passing by entrances to places like Lux Eterna, the apartments, the cemetery, and pretty much everything in between. So, it's going to be a long one, and I don't know what to talk about. But basically, just follow along. Once again, if you are just joining for the first time, I would definitely recommend clicking that subscribe button either up above with the annotation or down below with the button that YouTube has provided. I would also recommend going back and checking out the first video in my collectibles guide because, well, you obviously wouldn't have 162 unless you've done this on your own. If you have, bravo. If you haven't, definitely go back and check it out. Use it as a bit of a guide because that's basically what this is. It's a guide to show you how to get every single collectible because this game's collectible counter is a little fucked up. Essentially, what I mean by that is we're going to actually pass 200 total collectibles in this video. However, the game only says there's 173, and the collectible count is all over the place. I think at the end of this video, you'll see that I'll only have about 150 or 160 total, but we're already past it before the beginning of this video. So, I don't know what's going on with that. This game has a bunch of glitchy achievements as well, so don't be surprised if some of the achievements don't pop immediately or pop way too early, which is what happened to me in just about all of the achievements for this game. If that does happen, obviously don't worry about it. If your achievement gets glitched out to the point where it has 100% but has not given you the actual achievement, the achievement screen shows 100%, give it a couple days, it'll figure itself out. That happened to me with one of the achievements. Eventually, I did finally 100% the game in total. I was waiting for one achievement to go through because it was glitched, and, well, it figured itself out. So we're only at 168. I think we're going to be at like 214 at the end of this video, so I have a lot to talk about, I guess. What do I want to talk about, though? How's everybody's day going? Good? That's good. That's good. Actually, I should talk about this right here. So in this area, there's going to be 2 police officers standing around. If you eavesdrop on their conversation, it actually counts as a collectible, so make sure to eavesdrop. Obviously, I've cut out any additional content that would give away story spoilers, cutscenes, that kind of stuff, just for you, so you can experience that all on your own for the first time. And we only have one more video after this one, and it's going to be the Judgment House, and it's going to be a heck of a lot shorter than this video. So that's pretty much a good way to lull ourselves out of this. Also, if you want to check out the ghost story for Salem, I have a separate video out, which I will link somewhere on this video, which will show you every single collectible for the ghost story, as well as the ghost story itself and the achievement pop and yada yada yada, of course. Now, we're working our way through these alleyways, and a lot of this actually can start to glitch out as well, which I think I might show later on, but you can see these doors here, and you can remove a good amount of these doors that shake. However, I got to a point where there was a fence that was clearly shaking and was meant to be removed, but I just couldn't do it. The game wouldn't allow me to. The button prompt wasn't there, but I know that you can. I know for a fact that you can remove that door because I did it in my original playthrough, which you should also go and check out if you're interested in that. I've completed the entire game here on the channel, so definitely check that out. Check out all the collectible guides, obviously. Check out all the ghost story guides, obviously. I think that's about everything that I've covered in this game. This game isn't too long if you're whatever reason you're watching this and you're not sure about getting it or something like that. I would say if you're into very linear campaign type stories, this game probably will fit the profile that you're looking for. I enjoyed it relatively a lot. I know a lot of people, especially critics, gave it a bit of a bad rep just because the game itself is very glitchy and has a lot of different problems, but I wouldn't hold that against it. I think it was a rather well put together game, although the company that made it, or at least the development team that made it, no longer exists. One major issue that I had with the game, however, was the fact that the ending was rather obvious from the beginning. At least like the first 30 minutes in, I already knew what was going to happen, or at least had a general idea of who or what the bad guy was and what was necessarily going on. The story did get a little bit convoluted at times, where it kind of really pushed itself to do something in order to get you into a certain area, and the story kind of fell apart here and there, but I enjoyed it overall. I thought it was very interesting. There were a couple plot twists that were really actually like got me, so that was pretty cool. But outside of that, I think the game itself was rather well done, at least for what I was looking for. I guess I should talk about future plans for this game. Basically, I have a couple more videos that should be coming out, some more ghost stories, and the last collectible guide, which should be coming out pretty soon for the Judgment House. Outside of that, I'm pretty much completely done with the game. Like I said, I've 100% completed it, so there's nothing else for me to do in the game. Unless, of course, DLC comes out for it, then I will cover that. However, I highly, highly, highly doubt there will be any DLC for this game, just solely based on the fact that the development team no longer is partnered with Square Enix, we'll say. So I highly doubt that we'll see any more DLC coming out for the game, which kind of sucks. I think they could expand a little bit, maybe on Joy's side of the story, or Joy's mother's side of the story, for instance, because you know nothing about her besides the little cutscenes that you get when you pick up her collectibles specifically. So I think it would be interesting to see it from another person's perspective, or rather maybe even another ghost's perspective or something along those lines, but I don't think we're going to get anything like that. So this will most likely be the end of my Murdered Soul Suspect coverage. It was a nice run. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you did too, obviously. So now with the future plans of what I'm going to be doing with this game out of the way, I guess I'll ramble on about the future plans that I have for the channel in general across multiple different games. So either, it's probably already started actually, I'm going to be working through Metro Redux, that's Metro 2033 Redux, and Metro Last Light Redux. It's a bundle, so I'm going to work through those games one after the other, obviously 2033 first, and then Last Light after that. I don't know if I'm going to do any collectible type guides for either of those. However, I probably will be putting out some achievement guides, so definitely check those out. Achievement/trophy guides, my bad. I will also be working through Destiny in some capacity. I don't know necessarily if I'm going to do a playthrough per se, because I don't think the game's going to be the kind of game where you can do just a straight up linear playthrough, or at least that's not going to be the play style of it. I did do some coverage on the beta, which you can definitely check out if you're interested in that. That's on the channel, so you can definitely check that out. The game actually should be coming out pretty soon, unless of course it's already out by the time I get this video out, which is also a possibility. So if it is, then yeah, I'm already working on Destiny, and woo, we're gonna do something cool with that, or something, or maybe I've already done something cool with that and you loved it or hated it, I don't know. Let me know. Looking further into the future, I will also be covering Sunset Overdrive in some sort of capacity. I'm extremely excited about that game, and I'm not exactly sure why. I don't know why it's appealing to me. It doesn't seem like one of the type of games that would be appealing to me. However, I did used to play that game, Jet Set Radio. That was the one where, like, it was an old game. You might not even know what it is, depending on your age, of course. But it was a game, I believe it was a Sega game, where you were basically a roller skater and you had to go and spray paint things and do other kinds of things, silly things basically. And I guess it kind of reminds me of that, so I guess there's a little bit of nostalgia there that really draws me in. I'll be covering Sunset Overdrive in some sort of capacity, of course. Assassin's Creed, both Rogue and Unity, I am extremely excited for both. As you already know, I'm a huge fan of both. Well, I don't know why I would say both series. It's all the same series of the Assassin's Creed series. So I will be covering it in some capacity as well. But one issue that I have is that my scheduling for videos sometimes makes me have to wait on certain games, or at least playing further into certain games. And with a game like Assassin's Creed, I'm extremely excited about it. And if I'm going to do a UTG finishes in either of them, or both of them, or whatever, I won't be able to necessarily do them side to side, which kind of sucks because as of right now they're coming out on the same day, I do believe. But also, I would have to wait on one in order to finish the other one and such, and I really don't want to do that. I really want to play through both of them as quickly as I can, get through it, kick its ass, that kind of thing. However, if I was to do UTG finishes is, in essence, a playthrough, which means it's my first time. So all the reactions are very genuine and such, in a way that if I was to play it and then play it on the channel, it wouldn't mean as much, I guess you could say. So I'm not 100% sure on how much Assassin's Creed I'm going to be doing, but there will definitely be something of Assassin's Creed on this channel. And actually, we're in the home stretch of this video. I believe there's 61 collectibles throughout the whole town of Salem. So it's a lot of work, it's a lot of effort to put in. Definitely for me to make this video, but also for you just to follow the guide and do it yourself. So definitely give yourself a pat on the back, especially when we finally do finish this with Judgment House, the next video, and get the Collector All achievement as well as a plethora of other achievements. I think it's like almost half the game is just achievements based on the collectibles themselves. So definitely give yourself a pat on the back for that. Definitely give me a pat on the back by giving me a like, of course. I would love to see 5 likes on this video. That would be awesome for what we're doing. And I want to thank you, of course, for joining me, for sitting through all this rambling. I would also like for that bell to shut up. I don't know if you heard that, but that was outside. I'm actually back on my campus, and it is rather a mess. There's some construction going on out the window. Luckily, they're not working today, so I can actually record without all the clattering and banging and destruction of buildings in the background, ruining the video, of course, and, of course, taking away from my incredible commentary. I hate these Ghost Girl messages, by the way. Look at how difficult that was to find. I walked right by it, and it didn't pop up. The prompt didn't pop up until I specifically looked at this specific area with my invisible reticle, because this is not an FPS game. But whatever. I'll let it slide. Still working our way through. We're about to get collectible number 200. And once again, be sure to click down, I think it's going to be in the bottom left-hand corner, to check out the ghost story, specifically Eternal Flame. You can check out the whole story, all 16 collectibles, I think it is, for that, as well as, of course, the achievement pop and all that wonderful stuff. We're at 201 now. We are actually almost done. It seems like this has taken forever, and indeed it has. It took me a long time to edit this all together too, getting rid of all cutscenes and such, working through the game to actually get to this point. So it was a lot of work put into this one. I wasn't expecting it to be as much work, because the game told me there was 173 collectibles, not 240 something. I think there's 243 in total. We'll find out in the next video. Definitely check that out, obviously. You wouldn't want to miss that, because that will be the end of these videos, and it will get you the achievement, unless, of course, you want to be daring and do it on your own. Good luck with that. If you miss even just one collectible, there is no chapter select or mission select or anything like that. You will have to play the entire game over to get back to that point to click that one collectible, which sucks a lot, because in my playthrough, I got to a point where I actually missed one collectible for a ghost story and had to start the whole game over to make sure that I got that ghost story. That sucked. The game should have mission select if they're going to put in collectibles like this. I got a little ranty there, and I do apologize. Still almost done. I know. It's taking forever. But you know what? You're probably pausing this video, turning it back on, pausing, turning it back on as you continue to get these. Once again, this Ghost Girl message is going to be a bitch. There it is. Grab that one. And I believe that will Nope, we have one more and then we'll get an achievement for the Ghost Girl messages. Unless, of course, I already got it earlier for some reason because this game's achievements, like I said, are all glitchy and all over the place. But now we're at the police station, and I guess I'll just focus on what's actually happening in the video. So at the back corner of the police station's parking lot to our right will be another collectible. I believe it's a Julia's Thoughts, and indeed it is. Wow, I'm good. I remembered that right off the top of my head. We're going to head back now from the parking lot, and we're going to turn right towards the little park area. I don't know if it's like a historical park or anything like that, but there's cannons and stuff all over the place here, including an actual cannon in the center of both park areas. We're going to pick up a plaque right here, and then just around the opposite side of those hay bales, I'm going to walk back to the cannon to use it as reference. On the opposite side of the hay bales will be another Eternal Flame gas tank. Once again, check out the Ghost Story video down in the left-hand corner with the annotation. We are at 210, 9 more to go. We're going to turn around from here once again, and as you can see, there's a little ramp going up to a wall, which we can remove. So let's go ahead and do that. And if we walk in here and turn left, we will find another Julia's Thoughts, which I have a problem with these collectibles because what the fuck did she do? Just write down her thoughts and just throw them all over Salem? Makes no sense. But whatever. 211 now. We're going to make our way to the opposite side of the park, which you have to walk around because of the ghost walls that block your path for some reason. Go through the van, of course, because you're a ghost and you can, and play around with it a little. Didn't realize I did that. Probably should have cut that out. But yeah, play around with the van a little. You have to do that in order to get all the collectibles. You have to run around inside that van for a little bit. Grab that Eternal Flame right there. Then on the opposite side of the cannon and the opposite side of this park will be another Eternal Flame just down here. Keep walking. Now it's to my right there. Collect that one. And if my math's correct, we only have 6 more to go. Whew. What a video. What a video indeed. I hope you enjoyed it, though, and I hope it helped you. I would have to assume that it helped you, because some of these collectibles, especially those Ghost Girl messages, can be bitches. You know, not trying to single out any specific type of collectible, but, you know, the Ghost Girl's an asshole, so fuck her. And if you finish the game, well, yeah, definitely fuck her. Totally, because she's an asshole. Collect this one right here, another Eternal Flame, and instead of going down the alleyway that's in front of us currently, that one right there, we're actually going to go to our left and further down the road, and then take a right down another alleyway where we're going to find a kitty cat. But just in front of the kitty cat will be yet another collectible, so we can pick that up, of course. And then we're going to possess the cat and use the cat. And that is definitely the best part of this game, is just being able to possess a cat and actually make it meow, which you can see is the prompt for the Y button. That's a great addition. That makes the game so much better in my eyes. That's all that matters. So the cat in the game definitely saved this game from being a 0 on the rating. Now, I think it's a little bit better than a 0, but still, the cat definitely saved it. This one's a little bit convoluted, so you're just going to follow where I'm going, basically. The cat has some super fucking powers or some shit where it climbs up everything, and you can literally just climb up the side of a house. Because why the fuck not, I guess, right? And then you jump up here, and you can collect this one as the cat. Hop down. Oh, hold on. Hold on. There we go. Hop down, dispossess. And we can dispossess, there we go. And then we can move along here. If we come all the way down to the back of this alleyway, we will find nothing. Don't know why I went back there. But now we can come out of this alleyway, turn to our left, and we're going to head back towards the police station a little bit. But we're going to actually turn left down this alleyway, which was the one that we ignored before. And all the way down at the back, just above this dumpster, just fuck around with it a little bit. It'll decide to appear eventually. Or not. Once again, I lied. It's actually not down here. We're going to come all the way back up and then continue forward, and we're going to go into the next alleyway to our left, and it's going to be right there on the wall. And that will be an achievement for you if your achievements haven't fucked up like mine. And then our final collectible is going to be located just outside of the Judgment House entrance right here. So I hope this video helped you. I hope you guys enjoyed my nonsense. And if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, all that fun junk. Check down in the description for some awesome links, some awesome things. My Twitter, Facebook, donation page, bunch of other things you might be interested in. Here is the menu so you can see how fucked up the count is in this game. Definitely join me for the next video. Definitely click that subscribe button either up above or down below. And until tomorrow, this game can't keep a hold of its collectibles. Ta-ra.